important members are about to phone lock up when you leave, and please don't break the table. No promises made, I'm sure. But
you have gone off the top rope. I know you've gone off the top rope. Breaking
you
table.
would never. Hello and welcome to Sunday NFL Countdown, Week 11. Believe it or not, I'm Sam Potter with Ray Moss, Rick Ryan, Teddy Bruschi, Matthew Hasselbeck. We say it's flying. We feel like it was until one of our producers, Matt Garrett, told us this week, actually Thanksgiving is the halfway mark if you're talking about the Super Bowl. So we're just getting going, guys. And when
Max is like, oh.
He's like, stop. Pretty soon. Let's get to our insiders, Chris Mortensen and Adam Schefter for the top stories this morning. Good morning. What do we need to know, guys?
Well, Sam, let me be the first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. As for the Dallas Cowboys, they finally get back Zeke Elliott, who is expected to play today after missing the last 2 games due to lingering knee soreness. They did not activate a running back off the practice squad yesterday, which was a telltale sign that they'll be using Zeke today in a great afternoon matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Jefferson not at full strength for Minnesota, but Dallas will have its complement of backs, Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott, to unleash today against Minnesota.
And the Rams will have Matthew Stafford behind center again today after missing last week with the concussion. I had 3 executives in this league tell me in the past 3 days, why is Matthew Stafford playing this game at New Orleans against the Saints? He's got no Cooper Kupp. He's on the offensive line decimated. He's banged up. But the Rams are 3-6. They think they can get back in it. And, oh, by the way, this guy played a lot of meaningless games with the Lions when they had nothing to play for. Matthew Stafford won him back in. And in L.A., the Chargers playing the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. These guys, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams of the Chargers, have only played 7% of the Chargers plays together. It looks like Justin Herbert will have both back, and if both are back, all the complaints about that dink and dunk offense under Joe Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, just might go away against the Chiefs for Justin Herbert.
And Mort, how about what the Buffalo Bills went through to get to Detroit last night? Their player development staff created a graph and a chart to identify where every player and coach lived so they could go rescue each of the players, bring them to the training facility, and then fly to Detroit yesterday. They had their executive vice president, COO, Ron Raccoon, walk a quarter mile in the snow to go get Dean Dawkins. They had their director of facilities, Matt Hunter, plow out Josh Allen's driveway. They got all players and all coaches to the facility, went to the airport, are in Detroit, as is Kimberly Martin.
Well, Adam, I actually was waiting for the Bills last night at their team hotel, which was 25 minutes from Ford Field. They came in police escort around 7:20 last night. And after they had a quick team meeting, 10, 15 minutes, I was able to talk to head coach Sean McDermott, and he kind of told me about the wild week and sort of what his message to his guys was. And basically, it's business as usual for them. He understands that they're very lucky. They're fortunate to be in this position, that they were able to make it here. But he feels very confident, despite the fact that they had only had 1 normal practice this week because guys were sick and then the weather. McDermott told me, I'm very confident that we're prepared to face the Browns. And I asked him why, and he said, well, because I know my guys. I'm confident in my guys. They're the Buffalo Bills. Well, what does that mean? He talked about their resilience and how they're able to just handle anything. And I think what we saw Saturday exemplified that. And I also talked to Von Miller, their defensive leader, last night at the team hotel. And Von, he actually had to be rescued by McDermott as well. They drove to the facility together. And Miller, he kind of echoed the same sentiments. Like, he's pretty nonchalant. He said, we're here to play a football game. That's the mindset. Just go out and play. Sam?
Yeah, I mean, you think it's kind of simple once you get there. It's all the buildup that's been so deep. Can we give a shout out to all the neighbors in Buffalo?
Yeah,
they were like, this is our time to shine.
We're
We're going to be there and help them out. It was very impressive. Let's get to our opening kicks, what you're most excited to see today. Start with you, Matt.
Yeah, listen, I think it's a blessing in disguise. The Buffalo Bills get to go, and they get to play in a dome. The quarterback struggled, didn't end the game the way that he wanted to, so gets to throw this passing game. Listen, they don't like to run the ball, so the passing game in the dome, but not so fast, because on the other side, you got Nick Chubb. You got to stop the run. Ooh. Now listen, the Cleveland Browns, they could have done a great job running the ball in the snow. I think they can do a great job running the ball in a dome, and that's the problem, right? So they got to stop Nick Chubb and that running game, and I do think, though, this is a blessing in disguise for this offense to get back on track.
Well, let me say this, Minnesota Vikings fans. I'm going to say this with my chest. The hottest team in the National Football League is the Minnesota Vikings.
right.
Reason why
With that.
Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson starting out hot, man. Do not put this flame out. You see that big win last week against Buffalo? Well, who's coming into town? Dallas Cowboys, led by Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb had to show up. Hey, interceptions was a problem last week for the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, today, Dak Prescott, no lazy balls across the middle. If you do, Harrison Smith and company will make you pay, but it's going down today. CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, #1 wide receivers. Cannot wait to watch that game.
Come on.
I think it's the Chiefs versus the Chargers. You heard about Chris Mortensen talked about how Herbert will get Allen and Williams back. Well, you know what? This Kadarius Toney is going to be making plays all over the place for the Chiefs. But you know what? Here's the crazy thing. The Chargers are 29th in the league in total defense, scoring defense. But you know what? They play great against Kansas City. It's going to be a challenge. And Patrick Mahomes does not have Juju Smith-Schuster or McCole Hardman. Kadarius Toney has to step up. But this Charger defense is legit against Kansas City.
Okay, it's time to get real up in here. We go Patriots, Jets, okay? We're the real Zach Wilson. Please stand up.
Please.
It's about time because this is who they remember you as. You coming into Gillette Stadium, they're going to get in your head, they're going to bring you blitzes, and will you be like this? Will you be throwing it into team meetings again? That's what I'll be looking for because McCourty's still back there. Here comes Judon. You got an incredible rookie back there in Jack Jones. They're going to come after you, Zach Wilson, and we are going to bring. Me and Rex are going to talk about this, and I'm going to educate him right now on this because this is what it's going to be.
Oh, no, you did.
Are we going to see this again?
You're not going to see that. No way in heck you're
Next
going to
week
see
we will
that.
see that again because the Patriots
chance.
are playing the Jets.
No chance because you're not going to take the Jets?
I'm ready for it, Brew.
I
But
can't
you know
get
what?
this suited
I'm going to
up.
say this. Sam, I got to say it.
Oh, please.
I can't stand Teddy Bruschi today. I can't stand Randy Moss. I can't even stand Matt House
He does live
because
there.
his dad played for the Patriots. No, bad day for all you guys.
Wait, what about me?
Let's get a wash on that sweatshirt because last time he's sweating that pretty good. So that's what it's going to be right there
I
next
think
week.
you look great, Rex. You look
I
great.
can't wait to see you.
I ain't wearing nothing.
Because he's not going to take
No
the Jets
chance.
today.
There you
He'll
go.
probably take the Giants, though. There's your son, Rex.
That's my son
Daniel
right there,
Jones.
killing it.
He's readopted him this year. More on how Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley have gotten this offense going later in the show.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. This is Sunday NFL Countdown.
Coming up, before Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins face off, Justin Jefferson is taking you inside the art of the one-handed catch after last week's heroics.
There's a chance for me to go up for one hand and I can't get that other hand up. Best believe I'm definitely going up with one hand trying to make the catch.
Plus, as Patrick Mahomes takes on Justin Herbert, Matt's going all access with Andy Reid and Mahomes inside their KC masterpiece.
It's that gray area where you don't want to take the personality out of the player.
And I got a brand new edition of